Okay, so I'm gonna try that again. I don't know what happened. Like my thing froze, and so yeah. So hopefully you guys pop back on over here, because yeah, I had to end the other one. I don't know. At least I wasn't ending like on a didn't like freeze on a stupid face or like. Eh. So anyway, yeah. So okay, I see everybody is now popping back over. Glad you found me. Yay. I'm back. So yeah, Iami had just said, oh, Missy made it back. Yes. And as I look up, there's 5 people back. Oh, Kayla's here. Sherry Bug said those crack me up. And New Age Hipster, or New Age Lunatics says, and we're back. Yes, Allie, welcome back, welcome back. Like, whatever, welcome back, Cotter. Welcome back, welcome back. You guys remember welcome back, Cotter? So yeah, Iami had just said that my heart was skipping on the 5th beat. I hadn't actually thought of that, so I'm so glad that she put that in. So it's literally, I'm surrounded by 5s everywhere I look. So yeah, it was because it was 1, 2, 3, 4, skip. 1, 2, 3, 4, skip. That's interesting. Oh, sorry. It's like, I'm like watching, it's like a little jittery, the streaming. Anyway, well, maybe I'll sign off soon, because we're already, I think the other one was like at 49 minutes and we're almost at like 50 minutes in, and this video is getting a little crazy, and my cell phone was doing a weird thing, like it was adjusting its own volume, so I don't. Is there a spirit in the room? Hold on, let me lower this just a little bit. Okay, hopefully that helps. All right, well, and I have little Nurse Wally with me. Wally was with me the whole time while I was like resting up and all of that. I also wanted to show you guys just something like off topic that I got this cell phone holder, so that I can, like, no matter where I am, if my tripod can't make it and I need to like clamp this onto something and I want to like do a little video for you guys, I could. Note on the videos. So I'm gonna try to do as many like pre-videos as I can on the weekends. But during the week, I don't know if I can make videos just because I'm so busy with track and everything, and I'm trying to not have a heart attack. So, so I'm trying to get everything I need to get done, and I'm pretty good at time management. So this is what I'm gonna have to do. So I will do as many videos as I can on the weekends, and then kind of throughout the week. But if I skip a day or two, a few in there, just know it's because I'm really busy. I'm not trying to be lame and start flaking out, because you know I love connecting with you guys, and this is my outlet. This is what I love to do. And you know, Ethan had picked that up in the reading. She was like, yeah, Sherry Bug's like, push it. Yeah, that's why I'm just like, you know, if I can't make a video, like I can't make a video, I just need to rest. And that's what I've really been doing, is I've been listening to my body, and it's like my heart's like, you want to push it, I'm gonna skip it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, now's the time to just listen to myself and what my body actually needs, because I have been pushing it really hard, you know, just trying to get like everything done. Like I'm trying to help out in track, the head track coach. He's gonna have a baby like in June, and so he told me he's like kind of unloading a lot of track stuff onto me. Like he wants me to take over a bunch of stuff to like alleviate his pressure, but I'm like, I have so much stuff to do, because I have 2 operas to go practice for, you know, I have Kittens, Weights, and Tarot to do. I'm like thinking, gosh, you know, I have so much to do. I have my teaching to do. You know, that it's a lot to keep up with, and I think that just kind of like snowballed and was like, you know, plus the whole thing with school. And Ethany was like, you know, because she did the reading before I had my little heart episode, and so she was like, I just have this feeling that you are so done and you are so over that occupation, and she says she really felt that tarot reading was my thing. She says, like, I know you do many things, but she says, like, tarot reading is what you are known for, and that's like how you're going to help people best. I mean, you can do other stuff through your tarot reading, but she says, like, that is your calling. Like that's that. And she says, and the universe is going to try to give you as many opportunities as possible to help you with that. And she said that later on there might be somebody who pairs up with me. Like instead of me going out like all on my own, she says the universe wants to help me by having me pair up with somebody at first who actually knows the ropes and that will like be in working together somehow. I don't know, but I kind of have had a feeling like that too, and I'm like, that's very interesting. So yeah, lots of good stuff going. Change is afoot. I keep getting all these cards too that, you know, Lakshmi is with me, like abundance is coming. It's like open your heart to abundance, the whole heart thing. I'm like, my heart is open and it's skipping. I'm open, you know, so it's definitely a lot of self-care. I'm thinking of maybe on my Instagram live, because I like to do that every once in a while and show off like my witchy stuff. I was gonna do a little bath later. I mean, I'm not gonna have you guys like watch me take a bath because that's a little weird. But I just wanted to show you my setup for the bath. I was gonna do like a little like connecting with the moon, and I've been feeling all in this like moon energy. And interestingly enough, in my bullet journal, the card that I had chosen at the beginning of the year for March was the moon card, and then I also used the Kuan Yin oracle, and it was Blessings of the Moon Maiden was the oracle card that also went with March for Ostara. And so it's interesting that this is a very moon type thing. You know, I'm now having to go inward and focusing on myself. And so, yeah, so Crystal Lotus, oh, what happened? Oh, you're going to have to go back and like watch that whole story. It's just a little heart episode I had at school that required an ambulance. But we're working on it. We're going to figure out kind of what happened, and I shall not rest till we figure out what's going on with this little ticker of mine, because it's strong and it needs to stop skipping. So yeah, well, it's nothing for people to be worried about. I'll be perfectly fine. I just need to get to the bottom of it and take care of myself. So if I can't give you guys as many videos as I normally do, and I pulled away from like Facebook and Instagram for those few days, and I was just like, I just needed rest. Plus I've been trying to help people so much, like with like energy healings. I'm doing so many energy healings, you know, for people, friends, family that are like, I need help. And so I've been like giving and giving of my energy, and I'm like, I think I just like drained myself. But anyway, Missy said, yeah, don't do too many videos either. Yes. Sean said health is important. Sherrybug said, I think that's a different type of channel. You charge for that kind of video. Yes, exactly. No bathtub videos. Maybe that's on YouTube Red or whatever. Maybe YouTube Red Light District. Anyway, so I thought just to keep it nice and light while I go to sign off, I decided that I just wanted to pull like from my Animal Runes by Ted Andrews, of course, because I love me some Ted Andrews, and I wanted to pull from my runes here, like a mixture of like runes and my animal runes. So let's see, how many people do we have in here? We have 9. I could probably do a quick little poll for everybody in here. I mean, that's nice and chill. You know, it doesn't have, it's more like looking at oracle cards instead of looking into my tarot cards. I think it'll be like, just kind of chill. So if you don't mind, and you would like me to pull just a little animal rune for you, I'll probably just give you like a little brief doot-de-doot on it, maybe along with a rune, and then yeah, we'll call it a Sunday. We'll go off and, you know, just kind of chillax and do our errands, and I'm going to continue taking care of myself. I really wanted to go work out, but I think that what I need right now is just to like go out for walks and just be in nature, and you know, because my brain's like, we need to go back full throttle. And my body's like, you do that and I'm gonna trip you up. So yeah, I'm really gonna focus on myself, like till we figure this thing out, and then I will, well, I'll just listen to my body, because as much as I think I listen to my body, I think I really need to listen to my body. And then New Age Lunatic is always promoting me and talking about my awesome goodies in my shop. So yes, definitely go check out my shop. I have my salves. I don't have too many salves in there yet. I do have some salves in the making, but they're probably not going to be ready till middle of March to end of March. So yeah, what's left of my magical healing salves, definitely go check it out. And I actually ran out of my under eye cream that, you know, or lotion that I put on my face after I washed my face, and I ran out, so I actually used my magical healing salve underneath my eyes. So I don't know if it's doing any good. I mean, it doesn't feel dry. It's like, it's actually still pretty moist under there, and I don't think it's super thick where it's going to clog what non-existent pores are underneath your eyeballs. But yeah, so that's one use for your magical healing salve. Anyway, so yes, so if you guys would like me to pull you a maroon, I will do so. Just let me know in the comments, and we'll keep it short and sweet. I have my maroons to go with it. Okay, so Sherry Bug said yes please. All right, Sherry, I got you. So remember, I always try to tap in. Missy said she would. Allison, yes. Okay. And New Age Lunatic, if you could be so kind as to collect the names in order for me, please. Crystal Lotus said, no workout. She should listen to your doctors. I don't know what happened with you yet, but when I went vegan, my heart stopped beating weirdly, and I'm 67. Just a thought, love. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they told me to, for now, to cut out even green tea. I'm not allowed to have green tea because it has ever so slightly a little bit of caffeine, and that's the only caffeine I take in, like, all day. And dark chocolate once in a while. And they said cut out chocolate, cut out, they said no coffee, which I don't drink anyway, no green tea because it has a little bit of caffeine, no soda, which I don't drink anyway. So I was like, I have a pretty healthy diet, but that's also something to look at, is my diet. Like, what's my body want? Okay, so Sherry Bug. Okay, this is interesting, Sherry Bug. The image that I got in my head for you is like a little happy, like, cartoon pig, like happily, like, I don't know, to me that's just like abundance. Yeah, no chocolate, I know. But yeah, Sherry Bug, I'm like seeing like abundance, and like in this, like, this little piggy is in the sunshine. He's like surrounded by all these fruits and veggies and stuff. So I don't know, that's interesting, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull from here. But that's the, oh, and then one just happened to fall out on my lap, and it was the butterfly, which is new birth. So it looks like there's something new for you going on, or you're going in a new direction with something, but it looks like that there's some good times for you ahead, but, you know, just kind of allow yourself to stay open to that. But yeah, it looks like, you know, with the butterfly and me seeing this like little happy cartoon pig, like in the sun, you know, just surrounded by, you know, so much abundance and food. Yeah, I'm seeing good stuff for you. So yay! I hope that made your day. Okay, New Age Lunatic, who was next? It was Allison Spokes. Allison, my favorite magical fairy over there. Sherry Bug said definitely. Okay, Allison. Okay, Allison, what I was getting, you ever see that movie Elf, like comedy? And all I saw was like the big elf shoes, and then like looking way up, and you got this tall elf that just doesn't seem to fit in with the other elves, but he doesn't care. And, you know, kind of like in the movie too, where he's just happy being who he is, even if he doesn't look like, or she said yes, love elf. Yeah, even if he doesn't look like the other elves, or you know, can even do what the other elves do, he's just really happy being amongst them and being him, you know. So that's interesting, that popped up for you. Ooh. Okay, so I have spider, which is fate. And actually, as much as I'm creeped out by spiders, I have kind of tried to work with spider energy, even though I'm like, ugh. And actually, the more I work with spider energy, the less I've been seeing spiders around my property, which is interesting. I see a lot of spider webs, but I don't really see spiders themselves. And I'm usually always followed by spiders, so I think there's something to that. But same for you, where I see fate. That, you know, there's something that you're weaving right now, or that your destiny, based on the choices that you make, your free will choices, is being woven right now. And although maybe if you want to incorporate the elf reference, what's being spun feels like, well, I don't fit into this mold. It's okay, because you don't need to. You're Allison, you know. you are you, and people love that about you. And so don't try to feel like you have to fit any mold. You spin whatever you need to spin, and people will follow it. People will go towards it because you are authentically yourself. So that's what I was getting for you. Little spider over there. Spider-Man. Actually, I have been seeing a lot of references to Spider-Man lately too. Okay, who was next? Missy. My fave gal with her accent. Allison said, interesting. I have some projects in mind that gives me a boost of confidence. You're very welcome. Okay, Missy. Okay, so Missy, and I don't want to upset you or anything, but what I was getting was, I know that not too long ago, one of your kitties had passed away, one of your fur babies. So what I was seeing was like you surrounded by lots of kitties, and I'm not sure if you even have more than one. You may, but I'm just seeing you surrounded by all these kittens that like come to you. And then I saw you at the sink, or at least how I see you is like at the sink doing dishes, and there's this white kitten, or like glowing white, like bright white light, a light kitten, jumping up onto the sink and almost like purring for you and rubbing on your arm as you're doing the dishes, and you're like, oh no, like get off the counter. I don't know, I just thought that was interesting. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so Missy, this actually goes along with what I just saw. So here you have the dolphin, and it says New Hope. So if you've been feeling maybe a little down and out, my CST Casper, LOL, but he is pure black. That's interesting. So that would be almost like a reverse color of him. Well, you know, maybe that's just him in light form. Or your cat, sorry. Yes. But yeah, just him in light form. But here I have like New Hope, where, you know, and again, I'm making references to heart, but our heart doesn't know the difference, you know, between, you know, when something dies, you know, whether it be a human being, an animal, a plant that we've you know, or tree that we've really come to love. You know, our heart mourns the loss of things that we've become really close to. And so for you, I'm seeing that there are some realizations that are going to be coming to you, if they haven't come to you already, that have helped you to understand. Sapphire Hands is here. Hey, that will help you to understand things like death, whether it be for, you know, our fur babies, you know, which I have lost a fur baby as well, you know, or humans, or the loss of, you know, jobs, or whatever the loss is. This realization will help you to better deal with that and better understand that. So there is something coming, some situation that will help put that into perspective for you and will help you with that, so that the healing can happen, so that you can do your own form of self-healing, so that you can get past those traumas, not to forget, that we're not forgetting, but to help you overcome it and then be able to send love to that situation instead of sorrow, if that makes sense. So Missy, that was for you. Well, that was a heavy one. That one actually made me sweat. Okay. Ayami, yes. Yes, try so much. Yes, Missy. I have faith in you, and I know it's gonna be okay. Okay, my girl Ayami. Okay, so Ayami, what popped into my head was all these frogs. And so frogs I see as new opportunities, and it's almost like, the girl that has to kiss all the frogs to get to her prince. Although I probably don't see this as like a love thing, but more there's a lot of opportunities that you have to take till you finally figure out what it is that best suits you, that you want. But let's look at what your rune is. And we have snake, rebirth. So that kind of goes along, again, that's kind of in the cold-blooded family, I guess. Snakes and frogs. But yeah, that it seems like, by taking opportunities, even if something doesn't work out in your favor, or ends up just like not working out at all, it's not that we made a mistake, taking that opportunity. We needed those opportunities to learn certain things, to acquire skills. It's kind of like leveling up in a video game. You get your skills, your tools. It's like ding ding, you get your coin, you get your hammer, you get this, pickaxe, or this, you get your tools. And then through all those opportunities that you've taken, those experiences, which weren't wrong, by the way, even if they didn't work out, they are eventually going to lead you to where you are happiest and where you can do the most good for others. And that's kind of a form of rebirth, where it's like, okay, now I've really found out through all these experiences and these opportunities that I've taken, I've really come to find out who I am. And it seems like we're all in this like, big transition right now. We have, people working on projects. We have people, going over a lot of, difficult, sad times right now. We have, people who are finally finding, parts of themselves. And I think that's you as well, is you're coming to like a rebirth of like, oh, like, hey, like, this is me, all my mistakes, all my opportunities, all my everything, all my life lessons, they're kind of coming together, and you might be coming to that, hey, there was a purpose for all of this. And so this is kind of a form of rebirth for you at this time. So I think that's an awesome message. That's very positive, I think. Okay. Ali. All right, Ali. Okay. Have you ever heard of the musical group? This is from the 90s, early 2000s, called Stabbing Westward. I'm like hearing like a slew of their songs from their first album like in my head for you. So maybe look up maybe some of the lyrics from any song in Stabbing Westward. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of Stabbing Westward, which has been following me a lot lately, but particularly for you, I'm like hearing their songs off that album. That's interesting. Okay. Ooh, I like this. Well, I like all of them, but it's got an eagle and it says spirit vision. So what I'm getting for you, Ali, is says that it seems like that's how you make connections as well. Like something that's popping up on television, like through pop culture. There we go, like popping up pop culture. And I get that with like eagle, that a lot of your messages come from like things you're hearing on the radio, music, songs that pop up on your like your shuffle, things that you see on TV, and they're not like crazy. Like those are messages. She said, never heard of that band. Definitely look them up. Yes. And I think maybe they only had one album. I'm not sure. I only have one of their albums. It's the first one. But yeah, it feels like, when spirit or your higher self or whatever you want to call it is trying to communicate with you, it's through pop culture. Like it's through, maybe your social media feed. It's, things that you're hearing on the radio, seeing on the television, or hearing in songs that are being shuffled. I'm mostly getting music for you, but when it's, something that you start humming, when you're going about your day, there's one or two albums, I think Sean says, okay, and you're like, oh, where'd that song come from? Like, that's a message. Like, you are making those connections, and you are, we're all connected, and we all connect in our own different ways, but I think that's kind of how you are making your connections right now. So pay attention when you're like, that's odd, that's synchronistic, seeing that on TV or hearing that in my music library. Like, really pay attention, because that's how messages are getting across to you right now. So I dig it, and definitely go check out Stabbing Westward. Missy says she has to go. Thank you so much, and take care of yourself. Get some R&R. Thank you, Missy. Crystal Lotus is next. Allie says that makes sense to me. Music is definitely a way I feel and sense things. Thank you so much. So yes, definitely pay attention to that. I love like if I'm in the shower and I'm listening to music on my phone, and it's listening like my playlist, I'll be like, okay, next song will be a message from so-and-so, or it'll be a message about, and that's kind of how I like to do like my little messages when I'm showering every once in a blue moon. Okay, so Crystal Lotus. Okay, Crystal Lotus, what I saw for you was the Pyramid of Giza, in Giza, the big massive pyramid in Egypt. Okay, so that just kind of popped in, and I love Egypt, so kind of keep that image in mind there. It's interesting. Okay, so I also got the rebirth snake for you, Crystal Lotus. So that definitely makes a connection with pyramids, because if you think about, in Egyptian like religion or mythology, they thought that the reason they pack those pyramids so full of stuff was to help you in the afterlife. Like, it was a form of rebirth, like you live again, on the other side. Like, nobody's just dead and gone forever. We don't just become sand. They could physically take those items with them, in a, almost like the spirit of those items. Like, if you gave somebody a scribe set to like write things, they couldn't maybe pick up that set and take it with them to the afterlife, but they could take then the essence of that item and take it with them to the afterlife. So rebirth for you, I'm seeing as there might be some, almost like a 10 of swords, where there's like an ending to something, and it may not be a comfortable or even a happy ending, but from that there's a new you that comes from that. So it's like a huge life lesson, and it's not meant as like a punishment, or to like, again, like I was talking about myself, like the universe isn't trying to come down on you or trying to be mean by putting this in. You probably would, whatever the situation or whatever this is, it's not like a why me. It's like, well, it's happening for you for a reason, so that you can become this, something even better. So I'm kind of getting that rebirth, almost like that Egyptian, this has now come to an end, and it may or may not be painful, but it's good, because now you have this awesome new like life to live. So yeah, so let me know if that makes sense. It's that kind of transition from end to, it's very cyclical. Raul is here. Hey. Okay. Ali says, oh, I like this band first and only song I saw, then I Googled the band was Save Yourself. Maybe that was part of the message. Hey! And then New Age Lunatic said, she is the last one. My girl, thank you so much for keeping track of everybody for me. Because my brain not be working so well lately. I be the lack of oxygen to the brain. Okay, New Age Lunatic. Okay, so what I saw was a Rottweiler, like Rottweiler dog. And at first when I saw it, I was like, whoa, like Rottweiler, but then it was like, it was gentle. It wasn't, didn't mean any harm. And I saw its collar being surrounded by flowers, like pink and white flowers, like daisies, and maybe almost like the dog's name is Daisy, but which it would be such an interesting name on something that is seen as so ferocious. Save Yourself is a good song. It is a good song. Okay, so that's interesting. So just kind of keep that in mind, just like this Rottweiler that at first comes as like, whoa, like kind of scary, but is actually very gentle and sweet. Like with a name like Daisy, there's such a juxtaposition. Okay. Okay, so you have Coyote Balance. That definitely goes along with what I just saw. So that's like an interesting balance. You know, you have this Rottweiler, but surrounded with something as gentle as flowers, you know, around its collar, like a name like Daisy. You know, so it's a balance of the fierce and gentle. So what I'm seeing for you right now is you maybe could be struggling with when am I supposed to go full throttle and supposed to, you know, be this like fierce, independent, you know, woman, and when am I supposed to like rein it in and be more like the mothering, gentle. So it's more like when do I go all Athena and then when do I pull back and become like the Empress, you know? So when am I supposed to be this and when am I supposed to be this? And it's okay to be both. But that's your mission right now, is to kind of find a balance between the two. And so really listen to your intuition. Like, am I being a little too overly fiery and Athena for this particular situation? It's okay to pull back a little bit. It's okay to be both too. It's okay to be fire and, you know, Empress, you know, and abundance and vegetation. It's okay to be these two things, but you're gonna have to work on balancing them, because right now I think sometimes you might be like, I think I'm being a little too soft and a little too giving here, and then you might be like, I think I was a little too fiery in people's faces there. So and it's a learning. So there's, you know, every mistake is a good mistake, you know, even if we don't feel too good about it, you know, it's okay, because we're learning, you know. That's kind of where we're here. We're in Earth School. We're here to learn, you know. Nobody's here to get straight A's, you know, because, well, then why'd you come down to Earth, you know? So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm getting for you, is just that balance. Okay, so I hope I got everybody, and yeah, so that's it. And I'm so glad you guys could pop in on this lovely Sunday, and it is now almost 11:40, so I have to go run my errands and go take my shower and all of that. New Age Lunatic is also promoting my Patreon page. Yes, head on over to patreon.com. You're very welcome. /kittens, weights, and tarot. And I want to be able to help kind of build this whole thing with you guys, because that's why I'm doing it, is for people. I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to give back as much as I can. And if we can all do this together, I mean, it's like a community thing. It's really awesome. Plus you get like freebies in the process. And I put a little thing there. Sapphire Hands says, have a wonderful day. Thank you. That when I get to at least like 100 patrons, I want to start doing like once a week on my Patreon page, have like Wally do like a tarot reading. I think that would be, or an oracle reading. I think that would be really fun. So I am so thank you so much. I hope you feel better. Take care. Thank you. And let me know, did I miss anybody? Because I don't want to miss anybody, and I'm not trying to be a buttholy. Anyway, so okay. Oh, thank you, New Age Lunatic. I don't need creepies at the very end. Anyway, I will see you guys later, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, even though it is Sunday. But hey, if you don't work on Monday, then, you know, take care. Yes, and I will try to have a nice chillax rest of my Sunday. And Allie, thank you very much. No cams in the bath. You got it. I will just maybe do a little like, hey, this is like my setup to do a little like moon goddessy thing, but no. This is not YouTube red light district, so we will not be doing that. I will not be in the tub for that. So anyway, thank you guys for coming. It means a lot to me hanging out with you guys, and have a great day. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out, you guys.